All right, today's practice is brought to you by a stage that I shot at the 2022 Area 1 Championships earlier this year. Had a pretty interesting section at the start of the stage where you started with heels on marks and you had to have a spicy draw to a partial target that would kept you pinned in this position. Then you did a crossover step to a more difficult target in the back of the bay, and then some other kind of more difficult targets. And the interesting part of the stage is you'd have to transition immediately to this triple stack of targets, engaging them on the move, where you blend into this final position, shooting these two steels. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. We'll give it a try and see how it turns out. All right, step one is to figure out the dry fire time of this stage. I'm going to use my shot timer. I'm just going to look between the targets and give each target its appropriate boom boom. And then I'm going to click the timer at the end, and that's going to give us at least a starting point for the part time. So here we go. We get the start position. Are you ready? Stand by. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Bing, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bing, bing. All right, that was a 795. So I'm going to start off this with hands dry fire at 8 seconds. We'll see how that goes. All right, now that I've set an 8-second part time on my shot timer, I'm going to set it on random. I'm going to dry fire the stage just using my hands. We'll see how this 8 seconds turns out with just doing a hands dry fire. Are you ready? Stand by. Boom, 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 bing, boom, 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 bing, bing. All right, I was a little bit fast, so I'm going to lower this down to about a 7.5 dry fire. See how that goes. All right, now I have a 7.5 part time. We'll see how this turns out with just using my hands. Are you ready? Stand by. Boom, 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 bing, boom, 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 bing, bing. That's pretty good. That's pretty much right on time. Now I'm going to switch over to dry firing with my gun. We'll see how this turns out. All right, now the part time is still 7.5 seconds. I'm going to dry fire it with my gun. We'll see how this goes. Are you ready? Stand by. Boom, 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 bing, boom, 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 bing, bing. All right. It's pretty much right on time. Now let's live fire this thing and see how it turns out. All right, now it's time to live fire the stage. 7.5 second part time still on the clock. We'll see how this turns out in live fire. Make ready. Are you ready? Stand by. All right. Stage time was a 7:46. Pretty close. Run this a couple more times and see how it turns out. All right, this is my second live fire run on the stage. First run was a 7:46. I had one makeup that I needed on the steel, so should probably be in the like a 7:20 range. We'll see. Make ready. Are you ready? Stand by. All All right, that was a 731. I had one makeup on this steel this time, but my points are doing pretty good. We're running a couple more times with consistency. All right, this is my third live fire run of the stage. I've been hovering around that 720 to 730 range so far, and that's confirming that my dry fire time is pretty close. We'll see how this third run goes. If it's still in the same area, then we can use that part time reliably to dry fire this a bunch of iterations. Mick, ready. Are you ready? Stand by. All right, that time was a 720. So I know right around that 720 area is what I need to be for my dry fire runs. So at this point, from a consistency perspective, I'm gonna actually set my part time as 7 seconds to see if I can push in certain areas in my dry fire to see if I can get consistently down to that 7-second range. So once I push at that 7-second point or time period for a little while, then I'm gonna live fire it again. And that's how I do my practice on these type of stages. I've had really good luck with an 80%, 20%, meaning 80% dry fire, 20% live fire, and using that 80% to figure out the issues, then live fire to confirm that I'm doing stuff correctly. Give this a try in your own practice. Good luck, have fun, and happy 4th of July.